Hey guys, how's it going? Been a minute since I've been here. So, as you can see, made it. Finally left Massachusetts. Thank God. We're now living in Port Charlotte, Florida. Uh, love the weather. This is the place to be. We did the mistake of arriving right before Hurricane Milton. We drove down right after, I think it was Helene, and there was a little bit of damage here and there, not too bad. We closed on our house October 3rd. Had a few days to kind of unpack a little bit, and then it was hurricane prep. Thank God my buddy from Massachusetts moved here last year, Todd. He came over and helped me put up. Actually, my wife did most of the work with him. Put up all the hurricane shutters, the storm shutters over the stuff that isn't hurricane-proof windows. Got the house all prepped, weathered the storm. It was a little scary. I wasn't used to it. Wasn't as bad as the media, mainstream media, played it up to be. It was nowhere as bad as they made it up to be. It was scary. It was a bad storm, but it caused way too many people back home to worry about us. They didn't need to worry quite as bad, but I digress. The biggest thing that happened to us, we lost one little piece over the garage, the aluminum flashing. Had to replace that. Water came up. They said it was the worst storm surge in like 20 years since Ian, the worst storm surge since Ian. And it came up within 3 feet of my front door. We had no water damage, thank God. Did a lot of praying. Many of you know I kind of abandoned my faith in my early 20s, and I've kind of come back to it now. One of the main people I can thank for that is Lee Haney. I had some nice conversations with Lee over the last few years. I was texting with Lee. He was praying for my family. I was praying for my family. And we got through it. God watched over us. The worst thing that happened to us, we went to my friend Todd's when the water started to come up the road a little bit, a little higher elevation where he is. It's about 6 minutes away. We went there. I was having a tough time. My back from moving everything in. My back got all jacked up. The trap and whatever, the rhomboids, whatever was back there, was strained. Couldn't get comfortable. So I drove back by my house probably 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Water was gone. It had, whatever you want to call it, rescinded, receded. So went back, stayed for a little while, about 2, 3 a.m. Still couldn't sleep. I don't sleep well without my CPAP, and I'm very, very self-aware and very annoyed at myself when I snore in front of people. So I didn't have my CPAP, so I couldn't sleep. So about 2 or 3 in the morning, we decided we're going to come home. And for some reason, my Google Maps, I have the Australian Siri voice on there. She, for some reason, didn't send us the way we usually go, send us down Edgewater Drive instead of our normal one down, God, I can't remember the names of some of these streets still. Midway. We're supposed to come down Midway. We usually come home. Sent us down Edgewater. Came over a couple of the canal risers. The second one we came over, bottom half flooded. My car was literally almost 3 feet of water. I have a Hyundai Veloster, so it's just low to the ground. I had my wife, myself, and our 2 dogs in the back, and you could feel the car kind of start swaying like it was going to float. I was like, oh my God, God, get me out of this. Floored it, cranked the wheel, felt tires touch concrete, started to bog for a second, and then pulled us right up. We almost went airborne over the canal riser. So we finally got home. A little bit of water on Midway, probably 2 or 3 inches of water on Midway. And down my street, nothing. No water. Pulled in, got the dogs in, checked the house out. No power. We lost power from, I guess it was about 10 p.m. till about 7 a.m. So we had the lights on the phone. And we just got the dogs in, got settled in, went to bed. I was up every hour or so checking Water hadn't come back up. So that was our welcome to hurricane season initiation for Florida. But it was, as I said, they made it scarier than it had to be on mainstream media. It was scary, though. We're pretty much out of hurricane season now till next year. We're better prepared for next year when the defecation hits the fan. So we'll be all set. So new here in Florida. First thing that came to mind when I got here, finding a gym. I hadn't been to the gym almost a month before we moved, trying to pack everything, get everything in the moving container, get everything prepped to go, last minute appointments, realtor for selling our house in Massachusetts, the closing there. I just wasn't getting to the gym. So you can see I'm fat, dumb, and happy, although I'm not really happy about being fat. So looked around at the gyms. There were several Planet Fitness, which doesn't really suit the purpose for somebody who wants to bodybuild like I do. So on the first item, we kept our Planet Fitness membership, changed our home club to the Port Charlotte area. So it's nice, clean. It's over on Peachland Boulevard. It's a nice, clean facility. Cardio's good. The massage hydro beds work. The tanning works. So we'll keep that. And I kept looking for a hardcore gym. Couldn't find one. The one that I kept looking at that kept drawing me to it was Muscle Asylum in Port Charlotte. But all they really had on their website was the payment plans, check, stop in for a visit, nothing really showing equipment. And then as luck would have it, I think the week before I moved, Dave Palumbo mentioned on his show that he was doing an appearance at Muscle Asylum. I'm like, dude, of course, a week before I moved. So I checked in with him, and he said it's a really, really good facility, hardcore facility. I'd really like training there if I went. So the first week that we were here, went in, paid for the year. The gym is nuts. It's got a lot of equipment, a lot of old school equipment, a lot of new school equipment. Anything you could want is there. And the mindset, the people that train there, awesome. Farhouse Seeds, even Powerhouse that I left in Massachusetts, they had pretty good clientele and good machines and everything. But the staff, the equipment, the mindset, and the people at Muscle Asylum, Port Charlotte, out of this world, perfect for bodybuilding. So I've been going there. The other shitty thing, this thing, I probably right around Labor Day, another downfall to training at Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness, should I ever try to get a job there? A lot of the kids that go there, they think they're the big influencers. So we walk in, it was tricep day, and my wife wanted to go to Planet. So we went to Planet, didn't go to Powerhouse. And the machine that I use, I have a certain way that I do things, that I like to do things. I usually start triceps with a push down type movement, either ropes or with the bar. I like to warm the muscles up, the joints especially up with that. And then I'll go through and do some other stuff, some pressing movements, some dips, finish up with some extensions. Now, about a year and a half before, had the same issue. Some guy was on there doing like 50 sets of push downs. And then when he finished the push downs, he was doing some kind of, God only knows what kind of extensions. So I had no choice but to start on the dip machine. The assisted dips, went to failure on those. Did a dumbbell skull crushers. So I was pretty much, besides being well warmed up, pretty much worn out. I went balls out on that one. So when it opened up, it jumped in. I'm like, all right, I usually do 205 on the push downs here. Warm-up set, second warm-up set was about 175. And on the fifth rep of my set, elbow popped. And I was like, what the hell just happened? That was not good. Really felt like something tore. Had it checked out. It wasn't a tear. It was a strain. It took me better part of 2 months to get back to where I could get to the weight I was supposed to be at, lifting wise and comfort wise. Got all better. So this particular day, around Labor Day, we're there at the gym. Nobody's on the machine. Like, I'm walking over, I go to set the rope up, and the kid is on the other side on the lat pull down with his, we'll say friend. I won't say what I want to say. You know, they're in their pajama pants and they're matching Crocs, and they're chatting away, and they get the, hey, I'm still using that. It's funny. It looks like you're over there on the lat pull down with your buddy. Okay, if we work in with you, no. I'm sorry, that really wasn't a question you can say no to. You don't own the equipment. I'm going to work in with you. No, I've only got a few more sets. Well, a few more sets turned out to be another 12 to 15 sets. And he wonders why his arms are this big. Anyway, so we go over. I'm already steaming. So I grab the dumbbells. We'll warm up with dumbbell skull crushers. First set with like 20, 25 pounds, nice high reps. It's feeling weird. It doesn't really feel normal. So second set, we go up to my 30 pounders, still ridiculously lightweight. My fifth rep, the same, popping in the elbow. What the hell? So worked around it. Iced it, the ibuprofen, the gasp elbow sleeves later on when I was working out. Felt a little bit better when I went light. So about a week and a half, 2 weeks later, it's shoulder day. Still got the wrap on, preventative, doing laterals. Those don't feel too bad. Still light, but lightweight, high reps. So all right, I do dumbbell shoulder presses. I grab the 25s, shoulder presses, nice and light, felt okay. Put them down. Too light for me, actually. It felt like I wasn't getting work done. I grabbed the 40s. I get up to here, second rep. The pain was fucking intense. I literally dropped the weight and went, like screamed in the gym. So to my doctor, eventually later that day we go. So, yeah, you've got a big swollen area there, and it feels rubbery. I think it is something to the bursa. I think you've got maybe a torn bursa. So X-ray showed negative. Didn't show. It's not going to show anything on the X-ray. So she's like, let's just drain it. So she took out about 2 different aspirations of like 5 cc's each, a lot of blood, no pus or no anything. So she goes, all right, well, maybe that'll help. Seemed a little bit okay. Working around it. Blew up again. I'll drain it myself. Now, when a doctor drains it, you're kind of here, and they're behind you draining in here. So when you try to do it yourself, and you've got a needle stuck in the bursa, and you're trying, it's complicated. It's hard. So my wife tried to help me. Put a little bit of lidocaine in there, numb the pain. Threw the thing in, drained out about another 3 or 4 cc's of blood. Started to feel not too bad. So fast forward to get to Port Charlotte. First week at Muscle Asylum, things are going great. The back felt pretty good. Elbows a little tender, not bad. Went in, did chest, that wasn't too bad. Hamstring workout went great. Biceps and triceps, not too bad, pretty good. I think I finished off with shoulders, took a rest day, went back, did quads, and then back to do biceps and triceps. I meant to try triceps first, but I did the bicep work. A couple of warm-up sets for each one or 2 top sets. Biceps felt pretty good. And they have a really cool, I think it's a hammer strength tricep extension machine. Kind of sits high at an angle. And I like to do one arms. It's hard to do 2 arms for me. So I did the one arm. Left one felt really good. Good pump. Get to the right arm. Every rep, pain. From get-go, jump street pain. So Rested up a little bit, took a few minutes, tried it again, still a lot of pain. All right, let's go try this. Rope push downs. Nope, elbow's not having it. Said, all right, let's try the one arm reverse grip extensions, pull downs. Left arm, pretty good. Right arm, no. Okay, I get home, I sit, rest it. I look at it that night. It's the biggest it's been, this big freaking knot. So, what do? We try to drain it again. Nothing is coming out. Nothing's coming out of this thing. So, my first foray into the Port Charlotte, Florida area urgent care / ER situation. I went to Fawcett Memorial. 5 hours. I sat there. I looked the night before. It said there was like a 2-minute waiting time. Like, you know what? If I go at 9, 10 o'clock at night, I just don't want to do that. I'll wait till tomorrow. Went in at like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. Check the thing again. Oh, like 5 or 6 minute waiting period. Great. Sat there 5 hours in a chair. I had my first meal. I think it was just about 7 o'clock. Went 5 hours with no food. 5 hours not feeding a bodybuilder. You get grumpy. You get pissed off. But I kept my cool. They kept coming in. They take you for they did the x-ray, another x-ray. I don't see how anything soft tissue related is going to show up on an x-ray, but they able to tell the elbow wasn't broken, nothing was dislocated. Yeah, I know. So a little while later, I'm sitting there, and they come by. We're gonna take some blood work. Sometimes if it's a bursa thing, we'll drain it, but we want to make sure there's no infection. They take the blood. Hour and a half later, did the blood come back? What's going on? And then some other nurse comes over. Did they take you for your CAT scan yet? Nobody said anything about a CAT scan. They were going to drain the elbow if there's no infection. Oh, did they bring me your pain meds yet? They asked me what my pain level was at, and I said, sitting here, it's like a 0. If I actually put the elbow on the table, it might go up to a 2, but I'm not really in pain. Why are you bringing me pain meds? Well, I'll take a look, see what's going on. The nurse goes back another 45 minutes later. Yeah, I'm still looking, just checking on your pain meds. I don't require pain meds. I require blood work to come back so you can drain this fucking thing. So finally the nurse practitioner comes back. Yeah, there's no, white count's not elevated, so we're going to go ahead and try to drain that, aspirate it, and see what's in there. Okay. Any problems with lidocaine? Nope, not at all. She injects the hell out of it with lidocaine and then disappears. And then comes back. I'm texting my wife going, I'm getting grouchy now. I'm really getting pissed off. I've been sitting here. Nothing's going on. I'm just sitting here. And right as in the middle of texting this, she comes back. Okay, I'm going to come back in and drain that. Okay. So another half hour goes by. I'm like, I gotta pee at this point. So I went around the corner and peed. Came back, waiting. Text my wife again how pissed I am. She comes in, oh, there you are. Here I am. Okay, let's try to aspirate that. So when I was aspirating it, and my doctor back in Mass, we're using like a standard 3cc syringe. She pulls out like this 10 gauge big fat bodied syringe and 10 cc, not 10 gauge. So gets it set, gets it in there, starts drawing. She pulled out about 10 or 12 cc's of blood. It was very full of blood. It felt the pressure. I couldn't extend it fully. It was so much blood in there. It was like a big honking knob of something. So she's like, well, we got a lot out. I'm going to give you some cephalexin. I don't think it's effective, but we're going to give you an antibiotic anyway. So, okay. So I'm on cephalexin for another 5 days after today. And okay, here's your pain meds. Again, I don't need pain meds, but thank you. Give me a list of orthopedics to check up with if needed. So I don't think I'm going to need to have anything done. These rare cases that the surgery to remove the bursa sac. I don't think that's going to be the issue. I just got to let it heal and not be doing Dorian style weight to failure. Do some lighter high rep stuff for a while until everything heals back up and feels better. So yeah, I went back yesterday. Went back to Muscle Asylum. Did my quads. Killer fucking workout. My legs are fucking dying today. I love it. Can't say enough good things about Muscle Asylum, Port Charlotte. Love the place. Mel Chansey is affiliated with him. I'm not exactly sure how. His contest, the Holiday Harbor Classic, I think it's called, December 21st. We're definitely going to go to that show in Punta Gorda and watch it. Then he has a show coming up in August. Some other Harbor Classic, yes, in August. I'm going to compete in that one. My plan is still to compete at the Dexter Jackson Classic this year again. Get some vengeance for last year, how not happy I was with the look. I want to represent better this year. And then I'd love to do Mel's show in August. So that's my goals for that. So looking for a side gig down here. Harder than I thought. Apparently they see a 5 at the start of your age and nobody wants to hire you. So the best excuse is we hired some more experience. Really, I've got 30 years experience at what I do, and somebody has more experience than that. You just hired younger. That's fine. So I'm looking for a gym gig. Anybody knows anybody down here? Let me know. My dream job is still trying to get into Muscle Asylum front desk or something affiliated with them. If that happens, they'd love to be a part of that gym as well as a member. Some other things in the works that probably won't mention on here, muscle related. So yeah, that's the goal. Pick up another side gig, supplement my retirement. I've still got my product endorsement stuff on here. Of course, I haven't been on a while, so I don't have a full assortment of it. Evogen, still representing Evogen. I get a nice discount on products there. Hit me up. I'll give you my code. Still affiliated with my cookie dealer. Who else? Wicked Cuts Beef Jerky. I'm still a GASP ambassador and a Better Bodies ambassador. I'm not really a rep, but I do have a nice discount code for Species Nutrition for Dave's supplement line. Those are the two that I really, really like to use. I like to use the Evogen, and I also like to use the Species. I swear and live and die by Fiberlize from Dave. Good stuff. Great shit, no pun intended. Just recently working with another supplement maker. Tried their protein out. It's really good. I'll reveal more about that if things go through and I get a discount code and I'm a rep. What else we got going on? I made a list just to make sure I let you guys know, because I plan on doing this regular now. Yeah, so the acclimating, we're still acclimating pretty good here. Everybody, almost to the person, is super, super friendly and super nice down here in Port Charlotte, Florida in general. Can't get over it. Everybody smiles. Everybody says hi. A lot of transplants. I ran into somebody. All right. I need to put a disclaimer in here. We did, we were switching to Xfinity when we got here. The Wi-Fi for the house, Xfinity. It was a little disconcerting when the Wi-Fi wouldn't work. Nobody could give you any example or tell you what was going wrong. It was showing working on this end, mister. Everybody, the call centers are all India, Mumbai, wherever the hell it is. Can hardly understand them. Everything's showing fine, but I got no internet. So I finally convinced them they had to send a rep out, show me what was wrong. I'm not an idiot. I know how to do this stuff. So the guy gets here, starts walking through, not that talkative. So I asked him a question. He looked, router, no good. Well, here's the thing. I couldn't find my router when we unpacked. Haven't found it yet. So we bought a brand new one at Walmart. It's supposed to be top of the line. Router, no good. Is there a brand you could recommend until I find mine? He looks at me, cocks his head with that Cocker Spaniel kind of look, pulls out his phone, goes to the translation app and starts typing in Spanish, gets the English thing and holds it up to me. I'm like, you don't speak a word of English. Wow. So I'm trying to type back in English to get the Spanish thing. What brand of router do you recommend? Yeah, router no good. Take my phone out, go to my translation. Apparently it was a little better. Showed it to him. Oh, this one. Blah, blah, blah. Ironically, that's the one that I have that I can't find. So anyway, did get it hooked up. The Wi-Fi is working now, but I'm like, Xfinity, you don't hire anybody that speaks English. This is not good. And we had gone through all the effort to switch from AT&T to Xfinity for our cell phone. They promised us savings of a lifetime. Epic fail. Do not go to Xfinity. Xfinity does not technically have cell phone service. They subcontract, or however you want to word it, through Verizon. Verizon down here in Florida sucks. The lady who I spoke with, a very nice lady who spoke fluent English, who was from Tennessee, I believe, took all the information, sent SIM cards for the phones with very painful, detailed information. Had everything labeled. My phone, my SIM card, my wife's SIM card. Put them in the phones. 4 hours sitting in Xfinity at the store. Couldn't figure out, oh, we got this one working. Okay, and then they're telling me that my number is working great. That's funny. This is my phone. I had this phone with me. This is not fucking working. Oh, yeah, I just sent a text. This text I just got on my wife's phone. Apparently, you guys put the wrong information on the SIM card, and my SIM card is in my wife's phone. So finally went back to the thing, and he's like, oh, yes, go get this number from the AT&T store and come back. I'll fix everything. Here's my card, so you don't have to wait in the queue. I'm like, cheesed off at this point. I'm like, dude, if I go to the AT&T store, I'm going back to AT&T. Oh, don't be like that. I'll hook you up. I go to the AT&T store. Turns out the guy I talked to there, not only from Massachusetts, but he used to live in the city where I had my old karate school. Small world. Very cool, dude. So I go back. I walk up to the guy who gave me his business card. I'm like, I'm back. He just kind of nods. An hour and a half later, I'm still not being seen. And then he ends up at the front of the store on the queue thing while somebody else is helping the customer he was helping. So I go up and I'm like, dude, at this point, I'm just going back to AT&T. I just need my account number for Xfinity and the SIM transfer pin. That's all I need. Oh, are you in the queue? No, I'm not in the queue. I was in the queue for 3+ hours before. You gave me your card, so I didn't have to sit in the queue again. Yeah, I can't pull that information up from right here. Can you go get it from over there? Oh, I'd have to put you in the queue. Well, how long would that take? Well, it'll be another 45 to 60 minutes. Well, fuck no, dude. Fuck no. This is fucking bullshit. Walked out the door, got in my car, went to the AT&T store, got the phone switched over. But yeah, it was funny because everywhere I go, I run into somebody who's not only from my state, but fairly close to where I lived in the old state. Went to have blood work done yesterday morning. So I'm thinking my T3 is off again. So the lady doing the stuff was like, oh, where'd you say you had it done? I was like, I had it done at Holyoke Medical Center in Massachusetts, but my doctor tells me they're way behind there with help and staffing, so I haven't gotten the results back in 6 weeks. So where? Holyoke Medical Center? It's like, oh, I'm from Ashfield, Massachusetts. No kidding. Very friendly. Talked about Christmas, how she misses snow. Well, I plowed snow for 25 years. I don't miss a single goddamn snowflake. This is where I want to be. This is where I want to celebrate Christmas. Out here in my pool. October 30th last night. I'm in my pool. The pool water is 84 degrees. I'm just loving life. Florida. My wife gets pissed at me because I keep bringing up that we should have moved here 30 plus years ago when I first wanted to. But for everything, there is a time and a purpose. God's purpose was you stay in Massachusetts where it sucks now. Do your career here. Get your pension here. Retire to Florida. You don't have to do much of anything but a side gig if you want. So, man upstairs knows what he's doing. Have faith in God. He's your refuge and your salvation. And I have all praise and glory to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I'm where I'm supposed to be for a reason. I struggle every day trying to be a good Christian, but it's a lifelong struggle. Anyway, I'm going to get ready to sign off now. I'll start doing, you'll have to forgive the fat-like growth appearance. I'm definitely not in contest shape. You know, I was in fairly decent contest shape in July. Things shit the bed. When we moved here, not getting to the gym between time before we moved and now, it was a good 6-7 weeks not in the gym. And before we started finding a good place to grocery shop, there's a lot of shit food being consumed. So my weight, actually last Friday when I checked my weight, 221 pounds. I competed feeling a little fat at the Dexter, 190 something. My goal contest wise is like 185. So I'm almost 40 pounds fat over where I want to be. But I will start posting some videos in the gym. I like to train early in the morning. This 24-hour muscle asylum. Loving it. I can go anytime I want. So I'll be posting some more videos. I'm keeping you updated on my check-ins. Now that I have a really nice place to film. The only downfall moving here, I don't have a basement for my home gym. So we carted all my stuff here, all the weights. Had to be over 1,100 pounds of free weights. My power rack, 2 benches, weight trees, dumbbell handles, 2 Olympic bars. Sold it all in a day on a marketplace on Facebook for Port Charles. Very nice guy. Super nice guy. Everybody is so cool there. I can't stress that enough. But so yeah, I don't have a place to keep my gym. I was going to put it over there, but that's where our bedroom slider is and my mechanical gator over there that I love. So I bought a treadmill to replace the one that I couldn't bring with me. That's in the garage. I do my early morning treadmill cardio workout here. Then I go to the gym. If I'm feeling it, I grab my wife and we go do cardio second time at Planet Fitness. But my videos will go up. We'll start doing training videos. I will keep you guys up to date on life in Florida, on my rep situation for different products, and my contest proceedings. What else? Yeah, so happy Halloween. It'll be the first time we've given out Halloween candy in got to be 5 years. Nobody in Massachusetts was coming around. It was too damn cold every Halloween. So we're going to see if people are here that come for candy and stuff. Otherwise, I will do at least a weekly. I'm going to work on my, I have somewhere on my computer my graphics that come up with the thing, so it'll look more professional. Now that I am not working full-time, I put more work into seeing how that goes, make it look more professional, and I will be on regularly with training. Maybe I'll have my wife come out, do some one-on-one with her, do some chit-chat, and maybe my dogs. My dogs don't talk much, but they're funny as hell. All right, so to all my friends up north, peace. I love you. Enjoy that cold weather that's coming in. I'll be thinking of you when I have my no sugar added Cayman Jack margaritas in the pool with my 84-degree pool temperature. And the people that I'm meeting down here in Florida, love you guys, and I'm happy to be here. Peace. Later.